Seed tops the priority list for any farmer. Every farmer considers seed as the number one agriculture input because both the plant population and yield depends on its quality. But limited supply of quality and more yielding seed varieties are posing a great danger to agriculture production and achieving food security. Seeds, by far, are the most important asset for the farmer during the farming season. However, erratic rainfall pattern, flood, drought, lack of efficient processing unit, as well as lack of adaptation to seed quality and bureaucracies are major factors militating against the effective supply of quality seeds to farmers. Marginalized and smallholder women farmers groups such as the aged, disabled, unemployed are mostly at the receiving end of the difficulties. Madam Aishetu is a smallholder farmer at Bamvam in the Tamale metropolis who uses the traditional seeds either than the improved one, which negatively affects her yield. She shares her frustrations with Diamond FM's Ibrahim Rafiu Dawini and Al-Hassan Yakubu Shaibu.
I have cultivated maize and groundnut this season, but the sad thing is I'm getting very little from my effort. This is because I could not access the approved seeds and other service on time, so planting of the maize was done late. I appeal to government to facilitate the early distribution of the seeds and other inputs.
Aishetu said this at a Deba recently organized by Diamond FM and sponsored by the Strengthening Accountability and Responsiveness in Ghana, Star Ghana, at Bamvam in the Tamale metropolis, where peri-urban women farmers highlighted some challenges they go through in access to the seeds. Some of the women farmers, mostly illiterates, accuse agencies involved in the distribution of agri-inputs of doing little to help them and condemn the manner in which planting seeds and grains were distributed to farmers for planting.
It is so frustrating to have labor and not getting tractor service. Also, our search for good seeds for our produce during the farming season becomes challenging.
Osofo Apula is the president of the Seed Producers Association of Ghana Seed Park, who says inadequate policies to guide and regulate seed and the seed industry in the country accounts for the major setbacks to the supply of seedlings and other planting materials.
In the first place, Ghana had no seed law. Secondly, it had no seed policy. Thirdly, it has up to now no seed regulatory. The seed policy has left cabinet to parliament, but the regulation governing the seed industry is not even there. So with these structures to govern the seed industry, how will the seed go to the rural farmer?
He enumerates other factors.
Secondly, there's not enough foundation seed of specific crops that will satisfy the needs of the rural farmer. A rural farmer may need sorghum or rice. The foundation seed might not be enough for the seed producer to produce that certified seed that will meet the demand of that rural farmer. If it is even there, the road network infrastructure, which is the responsibility of government, infrastructure to the rural areas is not there. Transportation is a problem to the rural area. So you don't expect somebody to carry 50 kg or 100 kg to the rural area at Zantane overseas in the Kumbungo district to go and cross a boat with a boat to send the seed there. There should have been road infrastructure that the seed producer or the agro input dealer would just take and load his car, open a shop over there to let the seed be at Sang or Zantane. So road network infrastructure in general is a problem. Seed is a living being. If you mishandle it, it dies off. So are there storage facilities conducive enough for the seed to be carried from the processing area to be stored at that rural area to service the rural farmer where 70% of the population are living in the rural area, farmers? Those facilities are not there.
Osofo Apula could not agree more with the lack of agriculture extension agents, which he adds also accounts for the shortfall in the supply of seeds to the farmers.
Who are the extension officers? One extension officer is to 25,000 farmers. One extension officer. Where are the extension officers? If you look, they have even made it worse by creating more districts. So you go to see that you even have only 5 extension officers in a district. How will that 5 reach the population there to educate the farmer the usefulness of using certified seed, improved high-yielding seeds? It is not there.
The seed growers president was quick to add that culture also accounted for the low participation of women and the marginalized in society. We sought further clarifications on how the distribution of seed is done by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture in the northern region, but the Metro Director, who declined to speak on tape, however, indicated that Mofa seeds could only be procured from dealers since it has been privatized by the government of Ghana. Osofo Apula called for closer collaborations between Mofa and farmer-based organizations such as Seed Park and offered suggestions on how to tackle the situation.